my business, wanting to get an advisor, are there any sort of telltale signs, that indicators of like maybe that person isn't a good choice to advise my business?
Well, you got to be crystal clear in your own mind. What is it that we need? When business owners, including myself, meet amazing people as advisors, you're like a kid in a lolly shop. You go, oh, I just want everybody. I get a bit from you, a bit from you, and that can be a problem. So before you actually start meeting advisors, be crystal clear about what your business needs. So when you meet advisors, you are meeting them with purpose, and you are meeting them from a sense of control about this is I know what I'm looking for, and then I can assess advisors based on the need of the business, and that gets the subjective component out of selecting advisors. A bit like people are quite good in selecting employees, but not so discerning when they come to their advisors. They go based on recommendation, but then maybe not dig any deeper. So when you listen with purpose, you're able to then select the right advisors for the business, for what you need today, which is why take a step back and focus on what your needs are first. Take time on that, and then you can be really purposeful. Telltale signs for advisors, I think, is important, making sure that you ask the right questions around not only their experience, but what they've been involved with in other organisations, but what they have personally done. So some advisors can be talking about, we did this and we did that as an organisation. It's about asking questions about, what did you do? And getting that absolute experience that they've had skin in the game with. Because if you take someone on as an advisor that's had this large corporate experience, they may not necessarily have been first-hand in the actual initiatives that they're talking about. They're just talking about it. And they may not know the graveyard that sat behind that decision, where, business is tough. So knowing where that first-hand experience is, I'd say really look at how they listen, and if they've been briefed prior to meeting you, given some information, what kind of homework have they done? How much are they really intellectually curious about what you're doing? How interested are they in your business? Because they need to be a fan. You can't just sit on an advisory board as a gig. They've got to be really engaged with the business and be a champion for that business at the same time. Where it gets problematic, though, is when someone tries to be an advisor and then sell in a piece of contracting work or consulting work at the back end. That's where sometimes it can work, but sometimes it doesn't. And a lot of businesses, mainly the business sector, find that really challenging, because they say, is that advice from you because it's good for my business, or is it because you're trying to sell me something? And that trust gets undermined, because you're second guessing, why are you providing that advice to me now? So separating out the role of an advisor to that of a consultant or a contractor, I think it's really important from an ethical point of view, but also from trust. It's kind of the less that you do, the more valuable you become as an advisor, because you're not there to sell a piece of work.